better story.
Another bit of bad news that turned into good. Our dear friend, the Hubble Space Telescope, now 30 years old, suffered another couple of problems last month. Basically, we talked about it at the time. The time synchronization between all the various instruments failed and went into a safe shutdown mode. And of course, the good folks at the Space Telescope Science Institute are well used now to dealing with problems on the HST. And basically, they look at all the options, they try and work out what might have caused the failure, and they very cautiously then apply corrective measures, not doing anything drastic at any one time. And to cut long story short, basically, of the 4 main instruments that they have on HST, they have now got 3 of them working again. The first one was the advanced camera for surveys, because they reckoned that was the one that was least likely to be affected by the time synchronization glitch. Then they got the wide field camera number 3 back online, and the cosmic origin spectrograph. So that's 3 out of the 4. The next one that they have to do is the NICMOS, the near infrared camera and multi-object spectrometer, and eventually the Space Telescope imaging system. But 3 out of 4 isn't bad. They reckon that they know what the problem is, and they are cautiously but successfully sorting that out. So we hope that the HST, Hubble Space Telescope, will be back in operation fully, possibly by the end of the year. And since we haven't yet got the JWST operational, Hubble is the one that we're relying on at the moment. So I'm sure you feel the same way as I do, and that is great news.
It is, and you know, to quote Meatloaf, 3 out of 4 ain't bad, or almost quote Meatloaf. It's interesting though, going back to kind of what we can launch, etc. You know, so one of the things that Elon Musk said was, well, why do we need ground-based observatories? Why don't we just launch everything into space? Well, you know, this is one of the reasons why we don't just launch everything into space. The Hubble's been up there 30 years and delivering incredible results, but it's been serviced, you know, multiple times now. Last time, well over a decade ago now, for, you know, fixing the gyros, changing the cameras, updating the onboard computational capabilities, etc. The thing with, like we talked about James Webb, you can't fix that. If that goes wrong, that's it. So this wondrous idea of being able to, you know, send up another space telescope, saying, you know, the cost of actually repairing the Hubble during the last mission was more than it would cost to build a new Hubble and send one up there. It was in excess of $450 million. And going back to Artemis, when we talked about the delays, the launch cost per Artemis mission is anywhere between $500 million to $1 billion, depending on how many they get off a year. So yeah, the ground-based telescopes cost a fraction of that. The entire square kilometre array project, I think, comes in at under $2 billion for the whole thing, and that's like thousands of telescopes across Australia and South Africa. So it's not so cut and dry, the whole. Yeah, it's great to see the Hubble back. I love the Hubble. We all love the Hubble. But yeah, there we go.